Yes, this is Double Dog ENT, um, being brought to you by Paris Favor. Uh, yes, and today I'm going to talk about a serious topic that, people sometimes it'd be hard for them to talk about, and that's suicide. Suicide is a big issue. It's never really displayed a lot, even when it happens on the news or it happens privately in a home. Maybe news didn't publicize it, but it's various reasons that people might do that. Some people deal with anxiety and haven't even been diagnosed with the issue of anxiety or stress build up or either hurt from being in love or whatever it may be. We sometimes us as people, we don't know what a person might be dealing with, or we might be dealing with something and don't nobody know and don't know how to express it and don't know what really makes the overwhelming feeling of even taking your life. You know, I do know pressure can build up in a person for numerous reasons. And the reason that I'm bringing this issue to my Double Dog ENT uh, viewers is because I experienced um, suicide from a close childhood friend. And this guy, uh, we was like almost brothers, you know. I mean, I spent the night at his house, spent the night at my house. His mom was my mom was his mom, all that. And he had a personality that gave him, you would never think he would do anything like that. So, you can never tell about a person. I mean, it's nothing that you could think of that could happen to him that can hurt his feelings or make him feel bad enough to do that. And most of the time, when a person going through that and they having thoughts of that, they send little small signals that we don't pay attention to. And it might be something like, "What if this happened?" Or they might give you a scenario, like ask you a question, or it might be them trying to talk to you about something over and over again that you probably wouldn't think that it was a big thing to them, but they trying to bring it out, but don't know how to bring it out. And it's like they're saying something, but they're not really showing the character of it might be bothering them that bad because they looking for a response. They looking for you to just say something that can maybe change their mind. You know what I'm saying? But we be sometimes so balled up into our own personal problems that we or either just going on with everyday life that we're not even paying attention to that person that's close enough to you that they might would be telling you. And they don't really just say it uh, right, like say it direct, "I'm gonna kill myself." If they saying it like that, then chances are they already in the act of it. But when they thinking about it, it's more like they saying little things and signals and sending signals. Their behavior change too. They might get isolated, where the things they was doing, they not doing it. Well, if they was an outgoing person, they not being an outgoing person. They being isolated to themselves. But they always got that one person that no matter how they feeling, they'll hear from them, or they'll say something to them. And when it happened to me, you know, I recognize the behavior, I recognize the signals, but I more or less tried to over talk it instead of pull it out and let him really go tell me what's really bothering him and what's really going on. But I kind of over talked to him and tried to maybe give him encouragement and strength over the problem that he was having. And the problem he was having, it was over his love for a female, and the reason why it wasn't that big of a signal is because he's the type of person that, I'm gonna be honest, he never really, if you gonna be my girlfriend or my wife or whatever, you be there. If not, F it. So I never really seen him that bothered with a in a relationship. But he was repeating a problem over and over again, and the signal, like I told you, they'll ask you something like, "What if?" Or like he asked me if I ever got down on my health or sickness or whatever, would you let me come stay with you? And I blew it out like, "Yeah, man, you know, man, brother, man, stay with me anytime you get ready, man. What the, you know what I'm saying? Ready to come now?" But that was a signal because he didn't have a health problem. He was young, he ain't had no health problem. I mean, and if he talking about long term, when he got old, yeah, I don't know if I would have been around him when he that long like that. So I knew it was something. And he was calling me back to back, and he want to talk or whatever. But then one night he called me back, and I didn't answer that phone. When I knew what he was having a problem in his relationship, I didn't answer the phone. And then I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't really doing too much, but I didn't feel like talking on the phone. And I said, okay, well, that's my partner. I'll get back with him in a little bit. But the issue he was having was an ongoing call every night. He called me about the same thing, You know what I'm saying? And I talk him into a better, uh, I help him get out the way he was feeling as far as being mad, because that's what he was giving me about it. Being mad, he was mad about that, and this and that. The person was doing this, the person was doing that. He getting sick and tired of it. And I talked to him from what I knew about his character. You know what I'm saying? Man, we don't care nothing about that, man. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to do it, fuck her. You know what I'm saying? She's doing this, fuck her. Get rid of her. Well, you had a child out. You know what I'm saying? And I should have recognized that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's easy to say fuck it when you ain't got no child involved or whatever. So she really had his heart. And that one phone call, might have would have saved his life, because I'm the one person that could have talked to him. So, and when I didn't answer the phone, I like I said, tried to, I don't know, tried to tell myself that I get back with him a little later. But his mama called me the next morning and said he had hung himself. And that's why I'm saying this. We gotta pay attention to the signals. So if anybody that's close to you, change their mood swings, their attitudes, get into something bothering them, they trying to reach out to you. Talk to them to see where they head at, if you care anything about them, and if it's, because you don't want to be that person like I was. That one little phone call, if I didn't answer that phone, might be could have talked him out of it. Suicide. Double dog ENT. Thank you for listening.